Hello out there in YouTube land, this is Morris Man, and as always I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I always appreciate the comments and the subscribers, and welcome the new subscribers. I have a new subscriber by the name of the Power Corp sent me a question, and I really don't do these videos that much, this kind of video that I'm about to do, this brief. I basically show you the chords to the songs, and for the more or less the intermediate or advanced players, because I'm not qualified to teach. But I felt it was warranted to do this special video because I did a cover of Betty Wright's Clean Up Woman, and I didn't include the chords because that was one of my early videos like over a year ago. But as you notice now, my videos have improved as far as production. So I'm going to do this as short breakdown as far as to play the guitar riff on that historical classic tune, because it's one of those riffs where I couldn't put it in words across the bottom of the screen. It takes a little more detail to more or less capture the accuracy of this riff. And it's one of my favorite riffs. And oddly enough, here's a fun fact. My guitar hero, Ray Parker Jr., one of many, him and Nile Rodgers. But my guitar hero, Ray Parker Jr., actually played that riff on that Betty Wright tune when he was 16 years old. So that's interesting. But here it is. I'm going to break it. First I'm going to play it, then I'm going to show you what I played. Because again, I couldn't do this, or kind of, I guess, put it in words across the screen. So I'm going to do it now. Because it is a pretty cool riff. And it goes something like this. Oops. Okay, so this is what I did. Basically, the first chord it's like the finger grip or shape of a D chord. You just take that and slide it down to the 5th fret. So it sounds like that and it looks like that. The second one, you take your fingers and bar it across the first 3 strings, which is the G, B, and the E. It's almost a C11, but not quite. It's missing one note. So it's not a C11. So I don't know what it is, but just those 3. So it's, oops. And you kind of have to be careful with this kind of riff because you run the risk of hitting these other notes that you kind of don't want. So it takes a little practice to hit it clean. And then the third note, or the third chord is, again, I don't know the name of it, but you take your first finger and you run across the 1st fret, running across the B and the E string, just those two strings. And then you take your 2nd finger and you put it on your G string on the 2nd fret, so it sounds like this. And this is one you have to kind of practice because when you're playing it at the regular speed, you have a tendency to hit these other notes on the top that you don't want. So, because I even still have a tendency sometimes to hit these other notes when I don't want to hit them. So it sounds like this. And the change to that song is C, D minor 7, G minor, and then A sharp. So it's, and that's it. It has a nice rhythmic feel to it. It feels good to actually play it. So, you know, it took me a while to get it right and to play it accurately. Because that's one of those songs, and here's another one that falls in that category. Tyrone Davis, If I Can Change My Mind. That one has a real nice cool riff to it too, and I've rarely ever found anybody that can play it like the record. I've seen many bands play it, and most of them don't play it like the record. Because the guys back in the 60s had their own kind of individuality as far as chord voicings, and that's the key, chord voicings. They weren't the traditional, the typical bar chord guys. You know, they weren't. They were kind of mainly using just the first 3 to 4 strings on the guitar because of the other arrangements, the piano and everything. So they didn't have to strike all six strings. So, and that's the same thing with the concept of jazz. They usually play triad chords, 3-note chords, 2-note chords, because they didn't want to give too much, because the other parts of the musical arrangement were filling in the gaps. So that's what I kind of like about this style of playing is they don't really do a whole bunch of all six strings. You know, now sometimes it's called for in certain types of musical applications, but I'm a big fan of the guitar players from the 60s. I've learned a lot from those guys and incorporated into my style of playing. So on that note, I'm going to sign off, and I hope this was helpful and informative to the Power Corp and everybody else that wants to learn how to play this great song. Take care.